Hello, everybody. I am Yolanda Marie. I do have a message from the Arcturians today. Yes, I'm on a different camera. I had some difficulties. Don't worry about it. Working on the camera difficulties, but I want to be on camera more often to keep this momentum going. Okay, you guys? So, the Arcturians' message for today is the paradox of shift and release, and you'll see what they mean in just a moment here, okay? The Arcturians are saying now, once you reach a certain plateau, and now, mind you, this is always temporary. Remember that because you are always growing, you guys, always growing. So this is temporary, remember. But now, once you reach this plateau, you may begin to feel as if you are not doing enough or like you've not done enough in a particular area, okay? And so could be in some area where you thought you should have gained more wisdom or behaved in a particular way. That's come through a lot, okay? Like you're holding yourself to this standard and you really feel like you're not there, but you are there. This is what the Arcturians are saying, okay? You are there. And so they're saying this is because since you have released so many things, so it's the opposite. For many of you, you don't even realize since you have released so many things, they have literally and largely is the word that they've used, okay? They've largely left your short term memory, you guys. And the Arcturians say, let's call it random access memory. Let's call it that, okay? And so they're calling it your random access memory storage to make it relatable, I'm sure. And they say because we are also referring to cellular memory here. Okay? Remember, you are also shedding and dropping things from your body, guys. And so they're saying, let's call it random access memory. We're referring to your cellular memory, not merely the electrochemical storage in your brain. Not just that, okay? So they're saying what happens is since you've dropped all of this stuff, you have done that. This leaves a kind of window or like a hole where you cannot remember the origin point or the original circumstances behind particular traumas, okay, behind particular devastating situations, and so on and so forth. And thus, the feeling of relief and celebration after overcoming this may also elude you. Think about that for a minute, guys. So you're really missing that feeling of elation because you've dropped so much of that trauma. But now let's continue. They say, and so now at a new height in your journey, and again, this is a new height in your journey, whether you really realize this or not in this moment, because you might be feeling so much of the weight of what is going on the planet right now. You're feeling that. And so now at this new height in your journey, you may not really fully realize all of the work that you've done to get to the point that you now stand in this moment. That's huge. That's huge what's going on right now, guys. So they're saying, so now that you are aware of this, right? So now that it's coming into your conscious awareness where you're thinking about it, and mind you, that automatically means because you're thinking about it, you're going to allow some of those memories to reappear. And that is what they're saying. Some things may begin to flow back in. Now, what they want you to do is ask that this is temporary. And only at the surface of your memory is how they say this, okay? Only at the surface. As to not invite lower emotions to reintegrate with your field because you don't want to re-experience this. You don't want to allow these emotions to reintegrate and then you have to go through this cycle all over again. Now, this is going to help you to realign with your heart's vision. Once again, just the awareness of this. What this is going to do is spark momentum once again, okay? Because you're going to realize, wait, so I really did do all of the stuff that I thought I did. I really have accomplished much on this journey. And now I can allow myself to move forward. I'm not beating up on myself anymore. It's going to change your expectations. Allow that switch to flip. That's what's coming through right now, okay? Like a switch being flipped on, okay, or off. whatever way you want to look at this, so that you can go off and running again. Now you're going to encounter this likely again, and now you can allow yourself to remind yourself, okay, there are some things that I'm not even going to realize has happened anymore because I have dropped it so completely from my experience. Now, some of you who still have some tethers to situations that are really beneath where you want to be, that's not an insult, by the way. It's just they are not in alignment with your frequency, okay, and your path yet, and it might never be, but for some reason you needed to have a connection there. You might feel like this doesn't apply to you because you remember these things. Things have already flowed back in. You're remembering this. It still will apply to you, okay? All right, so allow yourself to really fully embrace how far you've come so that you can keep moving, okay? Because the energy right now is going to push you if you allow it. Remember to rest, lots of water, lots of love, lots of loving thoughts for self, lots of loving thoughts for others, regardless of their journey and what's going on with the interpersonal dynamics. And that's a difficult one because there is heavy spiritual warfare occurring right now. Many of you know that. Some of you will not be engaged in it. It depends upon the path, the journey, what your specific purpose on earth even is. This stream is a very eclectic stream. It's a high frequency stream of focus that comes here, okay? So if you're tuning into this and you found us, you are either very high frequency or you're navigating that way. You're headed that way. So, but everyone's experience is still going to be different, okay? So this can kickstart you back into that original heart vision, okay? That heart goal, the knowledge of this. All right, so I hope this makes sense. Beautiful soul family, and I will talk to you again very, very soon. Namaste.